I didn't officially say good morning to all of you. Good morning. The announcements this morning are on the back of your program. Our fire service will be January 5th. Because we missed our Christmas concert, and Suzanne, I know, has worked very hard for that Christmas concert. And I'm so thankful that we're going to be able to have a mini version of that on that Sunday, January 5th. So please don't miss that. It will be the carols and audience participation and the people that worked hard with her to practice. Also, Wednesday, January 8th, our Taze service was also canceled because of Mother Nature. Mother Nature rules, as she tries to remind us every once in a while. And so that is going to be Wednesday, January 8th from 7 to 9, and Course of Miracles will be before that. So, and are there any announcements from the congregants?
Yes, good morning. So good to be with you. I'm not even sure I can preach anymore. It's been so long. I hope it's like bicycling and it'll come back to me, and for the good of all of us. I have great announcement to make. Look at Jack and look at his drum set. Nancy Flanagan. Norm Jones is not here with his partner James. They donated that drum set. So thank you so much. Jack never has to bring his own. We have our own. It's always set up here, and it sounds great, and we're so grateful. Thank you so much for that. And as for the Taze service, we're selling tickets for that, and they are $8 or 2 for $15, and they are available. If you purchase your tickets for December 11, when it was initially scheduled, please hold on to them and come then and see. And you still have time to purchase tickets for this showing. It's January 8th, and you will love it, I promise you. So please come. And that's all I have. I'm just so glad to be with you today. Thank you.
And something I forgot to let you know, that our Unity bags are in. They have been delivered, and $2.50 a piece. And so, pretty color. People might ask about Unity, and we can share that faith with them. So these are available for you downstairs at the office, I'm guessing. Also, I have a personal announcement I'd like to share. I was in touch with a friend this week that is going to go to Florida and visit Rob and Sue Juice Burns. He's going to go the second week of January. She is not doing well at all. Her family has gathered. The cancer has spread through her liver and her lymph nodes. I did fill out 5 separate sheets of their address in Florida. I've left them with Walter, so you can just pick one up if you'd like to send a note. Take a piece of paper from Walter with their address, and if we run out, of course, we'll copy that. So keep Rob in your hearts. Okay, and special music by Nancy.
Good morning. Since you didn't have some services, I know you missed a lot of Christmas music, so I thought you wouldn't mind having some Christmas music this morning. So, of course, after Christmas, and into the New Year's, but this is Joy to the World, the Lord has come. And I think more of the second verse, or where it says, let us prepare, help me. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let us prepare him room. Yeah, prepare him room. I was thinking about that this morning, because when we do the burning bowl later, that's exactly what we're doing. We're preparing our hearts for all the new that's going to be coming forth in the new year. So this certainly is a song of celebration. So it is written, that with God all things are possible. So how do we get with God? That is the question. And as long as we keep looking outside of ourselves, we're granted to be looking for some time. And once we start looking inwardly, we realize that it's within. And that is what that light symbolizes. And for that, we are so grateful. Because of that, we have hope, we have life, we can love with abandon, we can live without fear, and we can create a life that works all the time. And for that together we say, thank you, thank you, thank you.
If we could say together our vision, every life, a spiritually transformed life. And Thea is going to read our daily word this morning.
Good morning. At least we didn't have to fight the weather today. Our daily word reading is, I am alive, alert, and enthusiastic about life. I am the life of God, sacred and eternal, made in God's image and likeness. I live my life fully and completely, giving thanks for all that I give and all that I receive. I am alert to life's call as I become more attuned to the Creator's presence within and around me. I am not a victim of circumstances or other people's intentions. I stay focused on my own intentions, one of which is to give as much back to life as I can every given moment. Spirit permeates all of my activities and even my times of inactivity. I appreciate life and all its diverse and magnificent manifestations that continually fill my heart and soul. The water that I will give will become to them a spring of water, gushing up to eternal life. John 4, verse 14.
And if we could say together our affirmation of faith. There is only one presence and one power in me and in the universe, the God, the good, the omnipotent.
Let's prepare now to go into the silence. Gently releasing distracting thoughts and sights. If you'd like, close your eyes. I invite you now to come with me into the desert at night, perhaps in biblical times, in the Holy Land. You look up and you see a myriad of stars against the black sky as you approach your tent. It is cool, almost cold. There is a wind, a light wind, which blows sand across your sandaled feet. As you approach your tent, you notice that it is made of heavy woolen fabric, after the fashion of tents in those days. When you enter, you notice that it is quieter and a little warmer inside, lit by a small lamp. You remove your outer clothing and loosen your underclothes. And there in the center of your tent is a smaller tent. You have constructed this so that you may sit in the silence without distraction. You enter into this smaller tent and you become as comfortable as possible, moving your thoughts inward as you begin to contemplate the events of the past day. The night before, as you and your companions approached the edge of a small village, there, in an animal manger, was the object of your quest. Your companions and you had foresaw by signs in the heavens that a great event was to occur, the birth of a great teacher and leader and wayshower. As you grow closer to the manger, you hear beautiful music, more with your heart than with your ears, proclaiming joy and wonder and awe and peace. Your companions and you have brought gifts which you present to the family. Gold, representing power. Frankincense, representing royalty. And myrrh, immortality. You three give your blessings and acknowledge the wonder of the event. You remember this sitting in your tent. And in the remembering, you remember the feelings, the wonder, the awe, the love, the forgiveness. And you realize that these feelings are always available for you. You simply need to direct your attention to them in the silence. And now, friends, let us begin to return our attention to the present, to the here and the now, remembering that which has occurred in gratitude. And so it is.
In the silence, there is a sacred place, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, God is there. In the light now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is Jim, would you turn these off for me, please? Thank you. Well, good to see you again. It's just wonderful to be back. And I am grateful for all of you who create this wonderful atmosphere and experience for us on every Saturday and every Sunday morning. This was Mary's first time on the platform. How about that? Do we have a... Thank you. And of course, Jack, thank you. You sound very good with those drums, I have to tell you. There's so many of them, and you still know what to do with them. I'm impressed. Chris, it's good to have you back. And thank you, Suzanne, of course. And it's always special to have you, Nancy. You do a wonderful job. Thank you for bringing back Christmas a little bit. We did miss out on that. And thank you, Jim, for manning the AV, and Cindy and Martin for welcoming us, and then Martin also led us in meditation. Thank you. Food's goodies tonight, this evening, I don't know what I'm talking about, is Diana, Betsy, and Nancy. So please be sure to join us. Cindy, who is it? Cindy and Nancy? And Diane and Betsy. Oh my goodness. So there's abundance. So be sure to step downstairs with us and let's break the bread together. So, can you believe that 2013 is almost over? Where did it go? I have no idea where it went, but it went. To me, it seems like it was just Christmas, really, honestly, last year, that we just did the burning bowl, that this year was just went by so fast. So when I realized that, I also realized how much every day of my life matters, because they seem to go by so fast. And I don't get to live this day again. I don't get to have these thoughts again. I don't get to have the same experience again. So if I have a day, I might as well make it count. And like I said it earlier when I lit the Christ candle, that there is that promise in the Bible, right, that with God, all things are possible. How do we get with God? So all things may be possible in our lives. How does it happen that even though we read books, don't we? We read a lot of self-help books. We read a lot of spiritual books. And our lives somehow manage to look still the same a week or two or a month or two later, sometimes years later. How is that possible? Is there a difference between I know it and I am it? I should think that's the difference. I should think that's where the gap is. And so our days ought to be about closing that gap. From knowing it, oh, I know that, which is so often the most dangerous thought that we can have, because it shuts down our acting upon it. Oh, I know it. Don't even tell me about it. I know it. I know it better than you do. And I don't live it. So why is that? Why do we allow that? So this is going to be our mantra for next year. Okay? Listen. Jerry, take notes, because it is going to be on our bulletins. Take notes. Okay? Do not mistake words for action. Do not mistake words for action. And that seems so simple, and yet is such a profound wisdom in that. How often we talk about it, we talk about faith, we talk about God, we talk about spirituality, we talk about change, and we leave it right there. And it's not because we don't get inspired. It's not because we don't get inspired, for instance, here at church. It happens. It happens all the time. But if it's not followed up by action, inspiration without action is entertainment. So entertainment is just not good enough. And you can choose to be entertained for a while, but after a while, just start acting. So do not mistake words for action. I discovered this fantastic app on my computer that I take notes on my computer and it sends it to my phone. I'll never have to write by hand again. So Ernest Holmes said, "Prepare your mind to receive the best that life has to offer." Prepare your mind to receive the best that life has to offer. May that be your mantra this coming year. To prepare your mind. That's what it is all about. So today we're having a burning bowl ceremony. Because, again, why is it that thoughts don't translate into actions? What is it that is holding us back? And next year we will look at that in depth. Next year we will get down and dirty on working on ourselves. Because, you know, at the church of my upbringing, I could count on being judged for the way I dressed, even for the way I walked. I could count on being told what are the things that I'm not supposed to do. But nobody ever promised me transformation. Here at Unity, that is what we offer, transformation. But that I can't make you transform, just as much as you cannot make me transform. That is an inside job. It is your inside job. So you have to translate that inspiration into action, so it won't become just mere entertainment. And why don't we do that? Because of two things. We are way too impressed by our circumstances. And then we become paralyzed. We go back into the status quo. So here's how it goes. Inspiration comes. That's when we are connected to divine mind. And there comes the inspiration. And wow, I would love to do that. And then we quickly turn away from that. We look at our circumstances. Is it possible? Can we do it? Is it time? Am I good enough? Who do I think I am to do that? And no, can't happen. So we don't act. We're paralyzed because we're way too impressed by our circumstances. Now, of course, circumstances are there. But I believe in a life that is vision-led and not circumstances-led. Remember that story with the man, the cripple, laying by that little pond for 38 years? He's crippled for 38 years. And then Jesus comes to him and said, he doesn't say, get up and walk. He doesn't say, why haven't you walked for 38 years? He's asking one question. Would you be healed? Would you be the one? Would you be the guy who's willing to leave the story behind of 38 years? And would you be the guy who's willing to live a transformed life? Because if so, then it's yours. And Jesus didn't say that, shoot, I wish you would have only been crippled for 18 months, because then I could have done something. He is not impressed by the circumstances, you see? He is vision-oriented. He's impressed by the source that he knows he's connected to. Have you noticed that you haven't thought about breathing today? And yet you're breathing because you're being breathed. Have you noticed that you haven't told your heart to beat today? Not once, have you? And yet it's beating. It's being beaten for you. Because there is that source that you are connected to. And we have learned to look away from it and look at the circumstances and allow them to paralyze us. And of course, society would tell you that you are right. Society would tell you that, smell the coffee. Isn't that how they say it? Hey, smell the coffee, wake up. You're dreaming, you're in dreamland. When Edison had the idea that he would make the light bulb, there was no light bulb, there was no possibility. If you wanted light at night, you had to light a candle, you had to have oil in your house and light an oil lamp. And the idea came to him that he can create light without needing to light a candle or an oil lamp. So he said that he will produce a way of lighting that does not require these elements. Now let me tell you something. Our little universe, our Earth has been around for about 16 billion, 15, 16 billion years. In 60, upright humans have been around for 60,000 years of that. See, starting out at 16 billion upright human beings for 60,000 years. For the last 6,000 years, we have recorded history. That's what we have. That's in our books. And then, about the last 100 years of that, we've had electricity and light bulbs. See the perspective? Now, do you think that the circumstances, that the law of electricity wasn't there from the beginning? Of course it was there. But nobody had the idea, and nobody believed that it was possible to have light any other way than through a candle or an oil-lit lamp, until Edison came. And the world told him, "You're crazy. You're crazy to have that dream." And he said, "I gotta do it," because he believed that if the mind came up with that idea, then it shall find a way to make it happen. And that is still true today. If the mind comes up with the idea, it finds a way to happen. What do we say today when a great idea comes to us? We say, "Oh, it came out of the blue." Have you ever wondered where the blue is? That's in you. You are the blue. It comes out of you, because if the mind comes up with the idea, then it has the ability to find a way. So a reporter once asked Edison, "How come you didn't get discouraged when you failed 10,000 times before you actually created the light bulb?" And Edison said, "I didn't fail once. That was all 10,000 feedbacks." Feedback. And that is the difference between keeping at it, because I look at, that's brave thinking. When I see something that doesn't work, it's just feedback. So that's not how I need to do it. There's got to be another way. I'm going to approach it another way. And as a matter of fact, that's precisely how you started to walk, right? You took your first step, the second, boom, you fell on your butt, right? And then you got up, and then you tried to figure it out. And it was all feedback. Feedback, how to use balance. At no point did you say, "Oh, I keep falling. I guess walking is just not for me." So that's brave thinking, to understand that when things don't work out, I'm just going to find another way. I'm looking for the next way. It's good, I've learned not to try, not to walk down that path anymore. Thank God I've eliminated that. Now what's the next way? So that is precisely what we're going to look at next year. Are you excited? Find another way. Understand, why is it? What is holding me back from creating the life that I'd love to live? You understand? Don't you all have something that you'd really love to do, but then you look at your circumstances and you don't? When you allow husbands that don't pay alimony or child support to control your financial situation. When you allow ex-girlfriends, husbands, wives, boyfriends to allow your current relationship. Instead of looking at it for what it is and going about your life, because circumstances do not impress me much. My dreams, my connection to the source is what impresses me. With God, all things are possible. I am going to find ways to get with God. I am going to pull things out of the blue. I'm going to make my life work. And for that, first I have got to look at what is holding me back. So what is holding you back? I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And go into those deep recesses of your soul. That place that you would allow nobody to ever take a look at. That is the centerpiece of your shame. That is that place where you know that you are less than. That place where the question is alive with, who do you think you are? And be brave and look it in the eye. Look it in the eye and see it for what it is. A thought that is not rooted in source, but in lies. A thought that does not reflect your potential, but it keeps you small, stuck, impressed by circumstances. Upon entering our sacred space, you were given a little piece of paper. And I want you to write down the root cause of your shame. And know that right now you are on holy ground. For holy ground is an open and a vulnerable heart. And your heart is open and vulnerable and working so hard for its highest, best, and good. So think of that thought. If there's more than one, face them all. And write it down on that piece of paper. And as you are ready, come forth and lit that paper on the Christ light and drop it in this container. Fire is a symbol of purification. So you have purified your thoughts, the ones that no longer serve you. They may have never served you. You've purified them with the fire. In the Talmud, there is a saying, every single blade of grass has an angel leaning over it, whispering, grow, grow, grow. This is your time to grow, grow, grow. Life is calling you into transformation. Life is calling you to wholeness. Life, whom I also call God, Buddha, universe, or love, is calling you into changing, because your life can work all the time. Do you believe that? Do you believe that you can create a life that works all the time? Do you believe that you can manifest a relationship that works all the time? Do you believe that you can create a work for yourself that sustains you and gives you joy? It works all the time. Do you believe that you can create health that sustains you and allows you to experience this wonderful life all the time? Because as you think, so it is given unto you. If you don't believe that you can do all of that, then you're not giving yourself enough credit. And allow me to challenge you. Allow me to crack you just a little bit open. Because remember, that's where the light gets in, through those cracks. So allow those cracks to happen, however hairline they are. Welcome the light. And that is our journey next year. Are you excited? I'm very excited. We're going to get down and dirty and work on ourselves. And we release excuses. And what is our new mantra? Do not mistake words for action. Together. Do not mistake words for action. Now convince me that you know it. Do not mistake words for action. That is our path, Unity. Thank you. And I am just so excited to walk that path alongside you. Thank you very much.
Corey, affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am thankful.
And we give thanks for the abundance and for the goodwill that is so true for Unity on the Lakeshore. And in the blessing, we are blessed, and this blessing just keeps going around, fulfilling us and feeding us all. And together we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let us all stand, say the prayer for protection, and then we shall sing the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.